And welcome back to Crypto Hulk Show. Got a definitely good one for you today. We got State Street. They only have 44 trillion in assets. 44 trillion. Let's look at that again. State Street is hooking up with Taurus for crypto custody, and I've got a little deep dive for you. State Street, the global custody bank with 44 trillion in assets. 44.3 trillion, not 4.1 trillion like some other asshat watching the show. You're wrong, Crypto Hulk. Here's what I hate. Dumbass people trying to sound like they're smart, trying to go up and put on a Crypto Hulk comment saying, oh, you're wrong. It's not 41 trillion. It's 4.1 per annum. What a fucking dumbass. Look, I'm going to tell you something I've told you before. You're fucking stupid. That's why I'm not watching your show. Because if you're all that, you'd have a show, right? Right. So your stupid ass is watching my fucking show. Then you have to come on my show and say, oh, you're wrong. State Street only has 4.1 trillion. They don't have 4.1, dumbass. It's 44 trillion. 44.3 trillion with a T, dumbass. See, again, I've given you hints. If you want people to think you're smart, you need to shut your fucking mouth. Because you're trying to sound all this and that, and you ain't nothing. That's why you don't have a show. That's why you're watching my show to learn. So be a good student, shut your stupid fucking mouth, and actually learn something from my show. And instead of trying to outdo me, you're not going to. That's why you're sitting there by your fucking self, and I got a show with thousands of people that watch my show every day, okay? Now, we got that shit cleared up. First 5 people, DJ Super Chancho. I remember I'm putting the show together and I see DJ's thing pop up. First one, and it must have been like 2 minutes, something like that. 2 minutes after I got this thing going. Alrighty then. Second person, Jeremy the Great. Then Crypto Greek, XRP Flea, and then TK. My, there's AJ Singh, Michelle Hunter, Stephen Morris is here, Stu Lavelle, probably was here last night, Michael Montclair. So yeah, we're going to start off with the State Street article because you're going to love what cryptos are mixed in with State Street. Remember, you got a $44 trillion institution. And I'm going to show you 2 cryptos that are right there. I didn't see any evidence of Ethereum or none of that dumb shit, Bitcoin or Dogcoin or whatever. My name is Crypto Hulk, not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of the above. I don't know anything about crypto at all. I'm just lying on this show every day. Biggest liar on YouTube, actually. If I tell you to buy something, don't buy it. None of that. I'm going to start the show off real quick with some business. That's BIDNES. Business. Everybody knows the Black Swan's coming. Not a mystery. Now, what are you doing to prevent and prepare for it? Well, what I'm doing is getting gold and silver coins. I'm kind of paying back the ones I got months ago. I went on a cruise, went to Las Vegas, so now I got to pay that shit back. So I'm trying to get back into buying more gold and silver again. I got a pretty good stash already. I'd highly recommend you get gold and silver coins. I do sell them, and I make 0 profit off them. 0 profit of any kind. Go to my store. I'll show you how to get there. Go to my page first off. It's on YouTube. I have gold, silver coins, gold necklaces, hardware wallets. Let's do that first. That's very important, and I'll tell you why once we get there. Go to my page. You'll see home, videos, shorts, live, playlists, etc. Click on videos. Go to the first video. It says breaking, government of UAE joins. And of course, that one's not going to show I have any coins on there. I'll tell you, this YouTube thing, I'm going to have to This one doesn't have it. That's not possible. I put coins. I put this on every one. Third one. I figured. Okay. Scroll down to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sixth one. That doesn't have it either. This is not even possible. Oh my God. I gotta talk to my YouTube person. Every fucking video I put this stuff on there. Okay, go to the one that shows top secret. Top secret. And right below the video, the video says exposed. PayPal using Ripple XRP tech. You go down below, it says 900 views, 18 hours ago, 13 products. If you go about 5 inches to the right, you see the word more, M-O-R-E. Click on that, and you'll see the coins that I got listed there. Now, why is having coins so important? Because when the black swan hits and the dollar gets trashed, and your silver coin that you bought at one point for 25, now it's up to 28, 32 bucks or whatever, it's going to be like $100 to $200. Precious metals are going to go up first before crypto. You need to understand, crypto is going to go up last. Crypto's value is going to get based on metals. So the metals go up first when the economy dumps. If you got, I got some gold coins. I was buying them at $18.50 an ounce. Now they're at like $2,500. Now, part of my gold collection, it went up 7,000 bucks just in the past like 10 months. Not all my gold collection, but part of it did. I sure as hell didn't make 7,000+ bucks this year on the crypto. This is just a foreshadowing what's going to happen when the economy dumps. There's a black swan. Everybody knows what it is. It's going to be painful for some people, not for me, because I've got gold and silver. Now, if you don't have money, get a loan. When I got my crypto, I spent 2 months worth of pay, which means I got a loan for 2 months. 2 months of pay. Bought all the crypto that I wanted. And just recently when I bought some gold coins, I took a loan on a credit card for that and am paying it down. I'm not concerned about interest rates. I'm not. Because when my gold goes to 15,000 an ounce, what do I care about? I spent 1,000 in interest to make 15,000 on one coin. I look at it like that. Now you can do whatever you want, but if you want to miss out on things, dollar cost average. That's what I'll tell you. If you want to miss out on it, do that. If you want to get all your crypto or all your gold and silver coins and stuff now, get a loan and go on Crypto Hulk channel, buy that stuff, and then when the price of gold doubles, triples 5 times, you pay the loan off. Real easy. Not that tough. I would take a loan for 6 months or 8 months or a year. Absolutely. just to make sure I got all the silver that I needed. There's talks that silver might hit 500 bucks an ounce. I mean, look, if you're paying 30 bucks an ounce and it goes up to 500, but you do whatever you think you got to do. I'm just putting that out there because when this black swan hits, I'm going to be doing A-OK. I've got 8 times for the amount of money I got in crypto. I got 8 times that in gold. All right. I don't have a lot of crypto. If crypto does what it should, if XRP does what it should at 10,000 bucks per crypto, I don't need to have a gazillion XRPs. That's ridiculous. I got a set amount. If I can make 20 to 100 million, I'm fine. That's great for me. If it's not for you and you got to buy 3 yachts and 10 houses that are 100 million apiece, then I guess you got to do what you got to do. But I'm looking at reality. And if XRP at a minimum is 1,000 bucks, I mean, I want it to be 10 grand. I really see it being 10 grand, but I'm also a realist. What if we get hacked? What if the government created all this crypto stuff anyway? What if they just hack us of all of our shit? Then I got gold and silver and I can go out and buy a house in cash. So again, you do what you think you got to do. And that will be it. Let's go to the first article here. State Street with 44 trillion in assets. Now I wonder what crypto company they could possibly be working for, huh? Okay, here is State Street selects Taurus for crypto custody tokenization. The bank will start with tokenization plans. Are you hearing me? There's two things we need to be rich: global crypto regulations. That's one. The whole world, look, crypto is not going to work when you got one country giving it a green light. If the United States green lighted crypto, okay, how's that going to benefit the rest of the world? And if nobody else does? Answer, it's not. So now you kind of see, why is my crypto not going up? Well, number one, you're not watching Crypto Hulk Show. You're watching some other show that makes 5 to 10 minute videos or whatever it is, and you expect to understand fully what the fuck's going on with crypto in a 5 to 10 minute video. Not going to happen. Okay, it's called putting in time. Like, I've only been working out 39 years, 6 days a week for 39 years, been going to the gym. But Crypto Hulk, what's the easiest way to get big? It's these same stupid asses that don't put any time watching my show. They watch these little 5-minute programs or 7-minute shows somewhere, and then they expect to know what I know. It's not going to happen. Okay. So the other thing we need besides crypto regulation is tokenization. Those two things. You ain't getting rich. You might get some little pump. I'm not here for pumps. I'm here for a $10,000 XRP, and I've been waiting here for 4.5 fucking years. And I guess if I have to wait another 4.5 years, I guess I do. But that's just how I am. I mean, shit. If I've been working out almost 40 years, going to the gym 6 days a week for 40 years almost, then fuck, what's another 3 or 4 with crypto, you know? But see, that's just me. And so one day when I have a bunch of XRP because I didn't sell off like other people, and then if it maybe you're lucky and you can trade and get this money. Look, I don't trade, I just buy and hold. So we're talking about tokenization. That's important because that's what's going to give crypto real value. Right now, it's speculative value. That's why I don't invest in anything and trying to buy and sell and time the market. I don't do all that dumb shit. I'm looking at real world value with real world assets tokenized on a blockchain. That's how I want to be rich. Not because somebody hears some news and then we look at the price. And then we hear some more news and we look at the price. So that's what dumb shits do. We don't do that here, okay? That's not the prerogative of this channel. Due to United States regulatory hurdles, aka Democrats holding back crypto. Due to United States regulatory hurdles, State Street will initially focus on tokenization rather than crypto custody, with the first tokenization client to be named soon after going live. I want you to see what they're doing here, everybody. The crypto hold. Why is their crypto only 50 cents? Wow. Due to U.S. regulatory hurdles, State Street will initially focus on tokenization rather than custody and buying and selling. You got it? They're working on the two things I said we need to have. Well, damn, Crypto Hulk, you always kind of saw this. Yes, I've been telling you if you would just fucking listen. Global crypto regulation is number one. Global tokenization of real world assets. If we don't got all that, you ain't getting rich. So just calm the fuck down and learn on what's going on, and then you'll be able to understand all of this. See, if we don't have tokenization, your crypto goes up like Bitcoin and then down. That's what happens. We want it to just stay up forever. Okay, that's what we're going to do. So State Street is telling us what they're doing. They're tokenizing things, but they're not telling us it's probably on a Ripple private ledger or their own company's private ledger later to launch as a layer on top of the XRP layer. Now you're starting to see why we're not rich yet, okay? State Street has been very vocal about the need to change the SEC's SAB 121 which could force banks. Okay, so what we got going on here is Democrat Gary Gensler has purposely shut down crypto with SEC staff accountability bulletin or whatever it's called. It basically means all the money that a bank wants to sell crypto, they have to have money in their vault or something like that. So if a bank wants to sell $1 trillion in crypto, they got to have $1 trillion in cash sitting there waiting. And Gary did that on purpose. But the banks have to realize this. Gary, well, we'll get into a whole nother subject, but Gary's not allowed to do that because cryptocurrency, Gary can't control crypto. He can call it whatever. See, Gary wants to call some, well, if it acts like a duck and walks like a duck, it's a duck. No, Gary, it's not. Because if you go to a microbiologist and look at the genetic makeup of what you call a duck, it's not a duck, Gary. Just like if we see an intelligent person and it kind of looks like Gary, that doesn't mean you're intelligent, okay? Just because something looks like it, okay? There is no law in the United States Code. Here we go again. I'm the only person saying this in the whole fucking planet. We don't have any laws regulating cryptocurrencies in the United States Code. So if something looks or acts like a security, it is not one. Because why? It's a crypto. And crypto is imaginary and it's not in the United States Code. No other channel talks about this. I'm going to move on. The bank's initial focus is to go live with tokenized versions of traditional assets. State Street wants to go live with crypto, okay? They want to take real world assets and put that on a blockchain. A natural role for custody specialists like State Street would be to look after digital assets. But the banks in the US have been faced with a major hurdle. That's the SEC, Gary Gensler. Let's scroll down. And Joseph Biden appointed Gary Gensler, so we can thank Gary and Democrat president for this. While we're starting with tokenization, that's not where we're ending, said State Street. As soon as the regulations help us out, we will be providing digital custody as well. See, look, why are we not rich yet, Crypto Hog? Because I'm explaining this to you again now for like, I don't know, the 100th time on my channel. You got State Street who wants to launch crypto, but they can't do it because Gary is not letting them. All right? That's what's going on. So when you go to elect your next president, make sure it's not somebody that's friends, I guess, with. I mean, for some reason, Biden picked Gary Gensler. And, you know, the whole thing's a show, all right? I'm getting out of that subject. It's just a waste of fucking time. State Street has a long history in blockchain technology and digital assets, and most recently working with crypto custody firm Copper. Before the startup pivoted away from custody to focus on its clear loop settlement system. Now let's look at what we got going on here with this whole business, because we got some giants. We're talking about giants right now in crypto. State Street, 44 trillion, and like that's massive. Like I can't even think. That's so huge. Realistic. Thank you very much for that tax-free donation. My ex-wife is going to cry when she realized Crypto Hulk was right, and I took all my crypto, put it in cold storage, and put it in my dad's name, so when it pops, she won't get jack shit. Okay. XD Con. Sorry I'm late. I'm ready for the lies. Thank you very much for the tax-free donation there. Appreciate it. Robert Bob Bobby Driscoll has a late fee. Well, we'll cover it this time. Thank you very much. Let's look here at this article I just sent you. HSBC, one of the world's biggest banks, to partner with Ripple's Medico for a tokenized security custody service. Now, if we scroll down, we're not going to read this whole article. We're going to read go to the very end of the article, the very last paragraph of this article. It says, JP Morgan Chase and Company. Now, we know, I'm not going to show you the proof for this. JP Morgan is a Ripple partner. They're working with the Al Farhad Exchange. And the Al Farhad Exchange is the Ripple partner. So JP Morgan is sending money around the world utilizing Ripple technology. Then we have the Deutsche Bank. That's also a Ripple partner. I'm not getting into the article with that. I've done it already. Is recently commercialized blockchain applications with the latter partnering with the Swiss tech firm Taurus. So here we see two Ripple partners, JP Morgan, Deutsche Bank, working with Taurus. Okay. We know that Citigroup, which is Citibank, another of the world's, one of the top 3 banks in the world, they're also working with Medico. That's Ripple right there. Okay. So Ripple is all around in this. Now, your next article with this is State Street again. Let me show you this connection with Ripple. And we're going to have the XDC connection here in a minute. All right. This is what's going on with State Street. So here's their article here. It's out of Boston. In preparation for the United States equity markets transition to it. Now, this is last year, October. So not quite a year old. State Street's getting ready for T+1 settlement. State Street Corporation today announced that is offering an automated workflow solution. It's offering a solution, huh? And an integration with the DTCC, the Depository Trust Clearing Corporation. What we're talking about here is settling trades and like that, right? And you got the DTCC involved. Now, the DTCC linked up with a crypto company called Securrency. And we talked about this some months ago. And this is important because you're trying to turn cryptos, you're trying to turn real world assets into cryptos, put them on a blockchain and custody them. State Street wants in on that because they're a giant. And they get mixed up with a company called Securrency, who drive the development of digital post-trade infrastructure. I'm not going to read off this article here, but I wanted to show you connections on what DTCC is doing. And this page right here, you see that the DTCC is linked up with R3. Here's your proof for that. If you haven't got XDC crypto, you're wrong, all right? Here's this article here. This was from about 2 years ago. It says the DTCC selects who? Corda. What is Corda? It's a platform that uses what crypto? XDC, all right? We're talking about State Street with 44 trillion in assets, along with JP Morgan, Deutsche Bank, everybody, just every fucking buddy, okay, is linking up with XDC. And this was a project called Project Ion. Now, if you look at the very end of this article, it reads this. The DTCC partnered with leading enterprise technology provider R3 to develop and launch the Project Ion, leveraging R3's Corda distributed ledger technology software. Now, in the old days, Ripple and R3 were partners. They still are using Ripple technology together. R3 and Ripple don't compete against each other. They're after different markets. They do different things. R3 is for trading and foreign exchange, tokenization, whereas XRP is a payment, mainly a payment. I mean, it does like one major thing. It does some other things, but I'm just going to focus on what majorly it does, and that it moves big money. And XDC moves real world assets. So there's your connection with State Street in that. Santander is mixed up with, let's see, the State Street as well. Let me see here. I'm just going to show you the article right here. I don't have the exact link. But meanwhile, all this is going on, and you got Santander. Oh, man. Hold on a minute. While all that's going on, Stu Lavelle comes in and drops the red one. Time is near to understand when you wake up and check your ledger and it's got a shitload of millions, you're going to need to calm your farm, stop, breathe, and use your head. You know, and he's right. We're talking about State Street right now. The beginning of the show is about State Street, and they got 44 trillion in assets. Like, I can't even imagine that. Like, all the debt in the United States is what, like 35 trillion? This one company alone could wipe out the debt of all the United States. And when this crypto does take off, that's what we're here for. I'm showing you all the connections. I'm showing you, look, I don't care what's going on today or tomorrow. Eventually, all these connections that I've shown you, the cryptos that these people in the top chat are discussing, the ones that I am, all these go to numbers, to price levels you could never imagine. Like, I really see XRP between 1 to 10 G's. Totally see it. I don't know when this will happen. When they give a green light, that's when. Not when you want it to happen. That's it. Stop thinking like a 5-year-old. Little 5-year-old kids think everything revolves around them. And then they get punched and kicked throughout their whole life, and they realize they're just a little shit like everybody else. I'm showing you a way to get out of a situation that you're in. I'm utilizing real world news, and I'm drawing connections here. It's your ticket out. It's your train ride out of whatever fucked up situation you're in. If you don't have the money to get this and that, then get a loan and pay it off over the next 2 years. Get your payments down to $50 a month for 2 years or whatever you got to do to get your crypto, gold, silver coins, whatever right now. Hardware wallets, I sell all of those. Now's your time to get positioned correctly, because you're never going to have the money to get this stuff. I'm just letting you know. So you might as well get a loan and be disciplined about it and pay that loan off. AJ Singh, member for 19 months at the 2024 crypto explosion level. Getting close to 2 years. We are getting closer by the day. Thanks so much, Hulk. Well, that's my job there, buddy. Now, here's an article from Santander. I'm going to copy paste this here. Santander is mixed up in this. I forgot where the link was. I had it last night, and then I don't know what happened. But anyhow, I had Santander. Here's the article. Santander's, okay, here's what's going on. Santander picks Taurus as well for custody. Now, I'm going to kind of call it premature bullshit on this. Santander is a Ripple customer. Now, this article is in 2023. I'm pretty certain Ripple started Medico. I have to look again at the date that Ripple acquired Medico, but Santander is like been a Ripple partner from like day one. So if they want custody, I mean, they could probably go straight to Medico and get that, which is Ripple. Now, if we look down at the bottom of this article here, Again, go to the very end of the article. It talks about Deutsche Bank, Ripple partner, invested in Taurus in February of 2023. Here we have the Arab Bank Switzerland. Okay. And they're talking about this is all mixed in with Santander, Deutsche Bank. These banks are all mixed in with this. Okay. Arab Bank Switzerland. So I did a little research on Arab Bank, and guess what? Ripple partner right there. Let me show you this. Arab Bank Switzerland is adding Ripple. When was this? About 1 year ago, June 2024. Swiss Arab Bank joins Ripple Global Network. Bam. So you can kind of see all the connections here. Here's your connection with Santander and Ripple, and that's a 4-year-old relationship from 2020. There's your Santander connection. And for people that are brand new, what Medico is a Swiss company that Ripple got from Gisek and Devren, or whatever that company's name is. One of the most powerful companies in the world. Okay, it's been around for like 200 years. Ripple bought FARC. Every time I donate, I get punted. Oh my gosh. But if we look here, Ripple takes on the crypto custody market with Medico. So here's the article, May 2023. Okay, so when it showed that one State Street's going with Taurus and all that shit, I don't think Medico was actually a thing with Ripple yet at that time. But I'd be curious to see why Santander went with Taurus. But again, let me tell you something. Just because they hook up with them 2 years ago doesn't mean they're with them today. Okay? So that's where we get that. Let me close out on this article and we'll go to the next subject here. Give me 30 seconds. As I click out of articles so my computer can speed up and doesn't do weird stuff. When I got too many windows open. BTC. Okay, that one. Arab Bank. Okay, now we're all caught up. Let's go next to Ripple having a relationship with the United Arab Emirates government directly, and they're in partnership with the government there. It's not Bitcoin, it's not Ethereum. Now look at this right here. United Arab Emirates, they have something called RAK Bank, RAKBANK. RAK Bank is a government bank. Okay, let's understand that. Now, this government bank teams up with Bitpanda on a digital asset platform. Okay, the new digital asset management platform still requires approval from the Central Bank of the United Arab Emirates. This is so massive. You got like Ripple involved. It's going to be all these cryptos. Look, XRP, XLM, and XTC, just get them all. All right. I don't think one in particular is going to be any more valuable than the other. Stellar's cheaper. So if it's 1/3 the price and you buy 3 more, it's all comes out in the wash. Whether XDC is 2 cents, so you buy 50 of them for $1, and XRP is 2 for $1, so you get 2. So one crypto you get 50, and one you get 2. So see how that's done? So it's like, but you got 50 times more XDC, or 25 or whatever, okay? So let's say XRP hits 20 grand for one. You're gonna, if you spend the same amount of money, now this is just my opinion. This is just my opinion. But who knows? Maybe XDC ends up. See, I don't know all these prices. I don't know how all this is going to go down. I know XRP works at about $10,000 a piece. I know it works at right around there. David Schwartz even kind of said that in so many words. Get any of them. Spend the equal amount on all three. I mean, I don't know. Just get them. Get that shit. Get it. But don't listen to what I fucking tell you. The National Bank of Ras Al Khaimah. That's Rock Bank. A government-owned bank. A government-owned bank in the United Arab Emirates had partnered with crypto infrastructure provider Bitpanda. So here you have the government joining a Bitpanda tech company. Now I'm going to leave it at that and go to the next supportive information. Oh, you're going to love this. So we're talking about Rack Bank being a government bank. And let's look what we got here next. Let me read this title to you. Rack Bank, there you go, expands remittance services through Ripple. Oh, so Rack Bank is working with Ripple in the Philippines with BDO. That's Boy David Ocean. When I went to the Philippines, I seen BDO Bank all over the place. And the Philippines is working with Rack Bank and Ripple. Okay. BDO Bank has also joined the Ripple net, and joining the Ripple Club has reportedly connected it to larger, more influential partners. There we go, right there. So we have a very clear view of Rack Bank working and utilizing Ripple technology. Now, they're going to need custody, right? Rack Bank? Because you got Bitpanda and Rack Bank, but they're going to need some custody. So that, again, new people, is where Ripple comes in. They have custody. Right here. Ripple targeting crypto custody with a $250 million deal for Medico. So here's an article if you want to read it. But you've got Ripple into the custody game now for almost 3 years. What was this, 2003? Almost 2 years. Yeah, because this is like May 2023. So a year and a month or two, Ripple's had this custody deal. And that's who they're going to use. United Arab Emirates. They're linking up. Look, we all know Ripple is all over the Middle East. Like crazy all over the Saudi Arabian countries and all that. So it's just comforting to know. I mean, we're not seeing news here with Ethereum or Bitcoin, are we? No. Do you see Dogcoin or Shiba Inu doing this stuff? No. Nobody else. It's not that I'm okay. It's not that I'm ignoring other cryptos. Really, it's just they're not linking up with governments. I'm not seeing Chainlink. I mean, once in a while I'll get a Chainlink thing or something, right? Once in a while. But here's what I'm seeing. I make a show and I report on all the big news that's happening. Not if Shiba Inu gets an endorsement from Nike. Like, that's not fucking important. Okay, that's not. What's news is when you have the United Arab Emirates government linking up with Bitpanda and Ripple. That's fucking news. Okay, on my show. Now, when is the price of XRP going to go up? We've already talked about that. We've already discussed that. So people, because that's what everybody always comes back with. What about the price? Well, if you watch my show, I just explained that for like 5 or 10 minutes earlier. All right. No crypto laws, no tokenization, no price. Got it? That's how this shit works. Not that fucking hard. Iota. Here's a crypto you need to find. And you just can't go anywhere to get Iota. That's the trick, everybody. You can't just be some fucking chimp and go to the standard places everybody goes to. It's tricky to get Iota. And if you can get it, you're going to make a killing. All right. Maybe somebody here knows where to get Iota. But I'm going to show you something right here. This is fucking massive. You want to get in early on this. Now, I made these videos last night before I went to sleep. Hopefully, Iota's not pumping right now. But if you were to watch my video last night and get Iota, you possibly could have doubled your money. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the chart on Iota, but this information came out before I went to sleep, and I posted it. And there's a good chance a lot of people just bought, and it's possible you could have, if you put in $2,000, you could have just made two. You could have walked away with $2,000 profit for nothing just by watching my show. But I don't know. Somebody can check on the 24-hour. Where's Iota been for the past 24 to 48 hours or so? And that's one you could have made some money on. Now, I suggest still getting Iota. Now, if you want to buy it just for pump, Iota is going to be pumping now for the next 2 days because this is like brand new information. And yes, maybe we didn't get it at the bottom, but let's go with the article. If we look at the top right of the page, you're seeing the European blockchain, EBSI. Next to that, it says Iota. Iota successfully completes European blockchain PCP. Let's go with the Iota Foundation has successfully completed the final phase of the European blockchain pre-commercial procurement. What do we got going on here? This is so big. Okay. In Europe, they're coming up with crypto regulation. Remember I said there's two things we need. When people ask, but Crypto Hulk, why are we not rich yet? I'm tired of living at home with my parents, and I'm 45. Two things you need. Global crypto regulations. Oh, but the next one we need is global tokenization of real-world assets. Well, let's go with the first one. Regulations. In Europe right now, they're coming up with their regulations. It's a sandbox. I'm going to tell you something. The whole world's going to pattern themselves after this. Why? Because the people running the world are coming out of Europe, all right? The Iota. So you want to get in ground floor. Iota is in ground floor. This is where you want to be. But Crypto Hulk, I never hear any news about Iota. Okay, that's perfect. That's why you need to get this. Because they're the first ones. I'm going to blow you away with this article. It's a really short article. This is a chance for you to make a lot of money, okay? If you hold on to Iota, great. If you want to flip it, if you want to double, triple, whatever your money, you put in $5 grand with this, you might have 15 grand in a day or two, maybe 3. Bam. I don't know. It depends on how people speculate with this. But here's the solid news. So Iota gets registered with the European government. Oh, man, the EU, okay? They passed all the hurdles. The European government gave Iota 2 thumbs up to participate in this regulatory sandbox. Have they given anybody else this? No. Now, we know Stellar is the past is like a stable coin, but Iota is something different here. We're thrilled to announce that Iota has successfully completed the 3rd and final phase of the European blockchain pre-commercial procurement. And now remember, this started about 3 years ago. In 2021, we were selected, that's Iota, as one of 7 projects. Oh, from 30 applications. 30 crypto companies applied. And you know who got rejected? Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogcoin. I don't know who all these were, but there were 7 projects selected, and Iota is one of them. Iota's ISO 20022. If your crypto is not ISO 20022, you're wrong, okay? It says here, we were selected as one of 7 applications to participate in the European blockchain PCP, funded by the European Commission. The PCP aims to, listen to this, the PCP which Iota was the only one chosen, aims to design new distributed ledger technology solutions for Europe. Bada bing, bada boo. Iota was chosen to design distributed ledger technology for Europe. First to be integrated into the European blockchain service. Why do you not have Iota? Okay, now is your chance. While it's cheap right now, to find Iota, maybe you can double, triple, quadruple your money. Okay, but crypto, I don't have a bunch of money to buy all this crypto. If you get into Iota, maybe you can flip it. All right. Now you can also do the same with silver and gold. I'm just giving you different options. Some people, maybe they want to stick with crypto. Some people want to buy the gold and silver. For me, I choose gold and silver. Maybe you choose Iota. I'm not saying one's better than the other. Just some people, like me, I've got all my crypto I want. And I said, well, I need something else to invest in that I can make a lot of money in a short time. That'll be precious metals. For all my gold coins, I just made like $700 a gold coin. That's pretty good. My silver, I don't know how much I made. I have to do the math. So I'm going to leave you with that article there. It discusses Iota. If you want to invest in Iota, I suggest you read the rest of the article because you want to do your own research, right? But I'm telling you this. It's not that hard to figure this shit out. Iota's cheap. Iota is ISO. Let's look at the, I'm going to show you this right here. Let me do a copy and a paste. 46 minutes into the show. Okay. Here's your proof there. Iota. This is from Coin Codex. You have a February 2024. So we're talking what, 6 months ago? 6 months ago, they did an inquiry. And here you got February of 2024, you got the list of ISO cryptos: XRP, Cardano, Quant, Algorand, Stellar, HBAR, Iota, and XDC. Well, where's Ethereum in there, Crypto Hulk? I'm not seeing Ethereum in there, Crypto Hulk. That's right. Well, where's Bitcoin in there, Crypto Hulk? No. Crypto Hulk, Pepe, and Pepe's grandmother and midget lover. Where's Pepe's midget lover in this group there? I don't see that one in particular. Are you sure you got the name right? Look, if you want to know where your winning crypto is, there you have it. Okay. ISO. That's globally acknowledged, globally registered cryptos. Why is Ethereum not there? Why don't one of you ask an Ethereum maxi? Just saying, you guys got to have friends of the opposite crypto persuasion, you know. But ask one of your friends that's deep into Ethereum. Say, hey, crypto's going to be regulated in the future, right? And there needs to be standards with crypto. And you've heard of ISO. So, hey, buddy, why is Ethereum not registered with ISO 20022 and have that messaging format? Just kind of curious on why. And let's see the answer to that. Let me check some comments here. We'll go to the next article here. King Arthur Crypto. I love this question. If nobody knows Satoshi, who's the inventor of Bitcoin, then who's running Bitcoin? Who's running Bitcoin and applying for things on its behalf? Oh my God. This is the biggest joke. I mean, we're sitting here laughing. But it's sad how some people actually believe in Bitcoin they ignore the whole Satoshi story. Like they don't care who Satoshi is or if it's one person. They just don't care. And then you got, this is really something, big corporations selling Bitcoin funds, like ETF type things. Like, how can you do that? Like, I'm not a stock trader, but I'll tell you what. somebody who's a trader or works at a stockbroker or something, maybe they can help us out here. But I have a serious question. So I know that if you're selling securities or whatever you're selling, you have a prospectus. You show the customer if it's a fund or a particular company or whatever, right? You're selling shares of a company or you're selling parts of a fund, right? You got to have like a prospectus, and it tells you who the company is, how many employees they got, right? How much maybe in cash reserves they have, how long they've been in business, what's their phone number, their email, who's on their board of directors, like these kind of things, right? Okay. Now, how does a company like BlackRock get away and these other ones with having a Bitcoin ETF fund or whatever when there's no CEO, there's no 1-800 number to call? I want somebody to know who's a trader who works at, somebody's got to be a stockbroker or something, or maybe somebody knows the answer. But what if I just made up some fucking fund and some shit and said that Mickey Mouse is the inventor of it or what? I mean, like how does the SEC authorize a fund where we don't know who made it, right? And there's no, like I said, no shareholders, no CEO. Like, can somebody who's a stockbroker please explain that really quickly in the comments? I don't know if you're able to do that quickly in comments, but it's very interesting. All right. I know it's not legal. Bill Quackenbush, thank you very much for the tax-free donation to the channel. My government hates you for that, and so does YouTube, but I think you're awesome. It's like banking with a bank who has no address or email. The people are really stupid. Satoshi equals the government. Yeah, I think at this point, normal people of reasonable intelligence like us know that it's the government. Do it offshore, Hulk. It works for Tether. And it worked for Sam Bankman-Fried for a while until they got a little too greedy. You know, it's almost like, yeah, that's another story, that whole fucking disaster. And he gave all the Democrats this money and no one's... And it's linked with Gary Gensler, because Gary Gensler used to work with this dude's daughter and shit. Like, this whole thing's a fucking scam. That's why, one of the reasons why I like this channel is because I can help people that we don't have connections, but you don't have to have connections. I've got a little bit of investigative skill myself, and I can show everybody here how to get fucking rich, okay? No college needed. Just watch my long programs and learn the shit that I got. Sometimes I'll give you little tips like here and there to invest in to get in and get out of something. Dave Ryan, thank you very much for sneakingly testing the button. All right, this next one you're gonna like. This might be our last one, maybe not. Yeah, I got 7 or so minutes, and I gotta take off here. TerraPay. Let's look into TerraPay, shall we? Because there's connections here that they don't want you to know. TerraPay forms a wallet interoperability. Now, whenever we hear the word interoperability, we all know what that is. I didn't deep dive everything in this article. Global money movement company TerraPay and 5 digital wallet operators teamed up to facilitate cross-border payments. Now, when I hear cross-border and I hear interoperability, y'all know what we think on this channel. So immediately I'm like, where's the connection? Because I know for sure that there ain't no global money moving around and interoperability unless you got Stellar, XLM, or XDC involved. The 5 wallet operators participating in the new Wallet Interoperability Council include Airtel, Bcash, M-Pesa, Negui and same Sama money. Now, these are covering the areas of Bangladesh, Colombia, Kenya, Senegal, Tanzania, and Uganda. Now, I want you to see here what's going on. We're getting wallets linked up with people. See, look, hey, crypto's all great. It's not going to take off until people got wallets. Everybody's got to be involved in this, okay? You can't just have United States, Russia, and China using crypto. The rest of the world's going to get destroyed. Okay, it's going to be chaos. You'll have World War III. All right. So that's where this is all coming in. They're linking up all these countries of the world. That's how we get rich. Everybody's got to have an ability to get access to a phone or an internet or something like that. Maybe if you live in a tribal village somewhere, maybe like one person's got a phone for every 30 people or whatever. I mean, there's ways of getting around this. But you've got to have, I think, at least 90% of the world linked up. Now, what's interesting is we're talking about TerraPay. We get into digital wallets, peer-to-peer, cross-border remittances. I'm just going to summarize this article because I'm not going to be reading it all. If you look down below the article, scroll down to the next article here. It shows Airtel Payments Bank adds biometric verification. Now, that's important right there because we just learned that TerraPay, one of the wallet providers, is Airtel. So we scroll down past this article, go to the next article reading Airtel's adding biometric. Are you seeing what's going on? We're talking about global payments, people having wallets, using facial ID, fingerprints. All this is coming into play. This is what's going on. You have to have all these things to have the crypto take off. All right. Now let's look a little deeper. Let's do a little deep dive here. Let's look at who's behind all this TerraPay and interoperability cross-border shit. What crypto company is it, Crypto Hulk? Because definitely not TerraPay. And you're right. There's a guy named Van Bern Gomez. I am the head of tech at TerraPay. I love building payment platforms and focus on security scalability. I have 20 plus years in this domain. Well, that's a rather interesting. See, when I see stuff like this is bullshit right here. But what's not bullshit is it's on a Moja Loop page. Oh, now Crypto Hulk, what does this mean? Now we're starting to get a little bit deeper into this, right? This Gomez guy. No, it's not Selena Gomez's dad. Crypto Hulk, who the hell's Selena Gomez? And next question is, you don't listen to her, do you? I'm like, heck no. Okay, what do we got here? We got a Ripple page. And look here, Mojo Loop, Ripple partner. Oh, now TerraPay has some guy named Vincent Gomez or whatever the fuck his name is. Vincent Gomez works for Mojo Loop, and Mojo Loop's working with Ripple. Oh, damn, Crypto Hulk, this is all coming together. Now, I looked up TerraPay, and I'm going to try to do a copy paste with this. Let me know if it goes through. Somebody tell me if that link goes through. Say yes, no. Somebody let me know if that link goes through. Yes or no? No. It says be careful, Hulk. Just click it anyway. See if it goes through. Yes. Okay. For those of you that want to click on it, after I'm done, I'm going to delete it. So look at it now because I'm going to be deleting it here in about 30 seconds. What we got here is a 2016 TerraPay website. Okay. I just got done showing you TerraPay is powered by Mojaloop, who's a Ripple partner. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, if we look at the bottom under the About Us section, you have the word Mahindra Comviva. Down near the bottom, Terra is an offering by Mahindra Comvina, a global leader in mobile solutions. So Terra is using Mojaloop. Well, Vincent Gomez, and I made that name up, who's using Mojaloop, or works for Mojaloop, who then is partnered with Ripple. But you got this Mahindra tie-in right here. Okay. Now, that link is gone. Now, I did a little lookup on Comiva Mahindra. Let's look up this. This is like a tie-in with the Indian government, okay, who claims that Indian government for the past years has claimed, oh, crypto's bad. Oh, yeah, they're straight up fucking liars. Fucking Indian government people. Comviva, formerly known as Mahindra Comviva. If we scroll down where it says history and acquisitions, go to the second paragraph, like the second or third sentence. It says, it partnered with Bharti Airtel, that's BHARTI Airtel, to deploy its enterprise across 16 countries in Africa. Here's where you have the Indians, people from India, coming into Africa utilizing something called TerraPay, which is a Mojaloop Bill Gates Foundation company, which then's partnered with Ripple. They're working with Bharti Airtel. So I look up something called Kotak Mahindra Bank, which we know is a Ripple partner. And that's where the Mahindra stuff comes in, okay? It's some kind of a division. I don't have all the answers, but it's some kind of division of Kotak Mahindra. And if we look at the Kotak, go down to where it says in the year 2015, go down to 2015, Kotak Mahindra General Insurance, next sentence. In 2016, here we go, Bharti Airtel and Kotak Mahindra started, okay, and Airtel Payments Bank. So you've got Ripple partner Kotak Mahindra working with Bharti Airtel, and that's where that payment payment company gets done. Here is your connection to a Ripple page showing Kotak Mahindra Ripple partner. Give me a second here to show you this deep dive. Right here. Ripple improves access to India with Kotak Mahindra Bank, 2018, 6 years ago. 6 years ago that was done. Crypto Hulk, pretty amazing what you just did. Okay. You're seeing a lot of connections in Africa. Africa is kind of like splintered up. You're going to have different countries in there trying to get stuff done. And I'm showing you all these connections with these. This company works with that one, it works with that one. See what I mean? So it's all hidden, except from Crypto Hulk and you. My job is to help you see all the connections that's going on in Africa, how Ripple is in there. It's not Ethereum. It's not Bitcoin. It's not Chainlink. None of this fucking shit, okay? I'm just showing you real connections with it always comes up. XRP, XLM, XDC. You're going to start seeing more. Just look at the ISO cryptos. I mainly focus on the big connections. And I don't do a lot with Cardano at all, and even a lot with Iota. But what I'm showing here is these massive connections that we got going on. My name's Crypto Hulk. I've got to get out of here. If you got any of the cryptos we discussed here on this particular program, you're going to be a wiener. I'll see y'all in my next broadcast. Adios.